The Labour Party has accused supporters of President Bola Tinubu of angling for war in neighboring Niger Republic in a desperate bid to allow him to cling to power. Funny. This, the opposition party alleged, was part of a larger plot to cause anarchy and detract the presidential election petition court from doing justice to the petitions before it. National Publicity Secretary of the party, Obiora Ifo, said this in a statement in Abuja on Friday. According to him, the ruling All Progressives Congress APC has activated a smear campaign against the Labour Party in an attempt to negatively label it. Obiora said the attention of the Labour Party has been drawn to yet another desperate effort by the drowning ruling APC to label it negatively in its desire to create disorder and tumultuous situations to validate its stolen mandates, claiming that the Labour Party supporters are threatening the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC). Justice is the height of the ruling party's attempt to pass off blame via their orchestrated trolling effort. This most recent ploy, a photograph purportedly showing a PEPC judge and some children, is slickly designed to distract from APC open intimidating remarks by their countless directed at the PEPC justice, or to the effect that there will be anarchy if the PEPC rules against their clients. The record should show incontrovertibly that it was they who promised anarchy if Tinubu is removed, only to turn around and invoke anarchy via war threat on the Niger Republic in the hope that Tinubu will not be legally removed. Labour Party, having presented its case concretely and vividly within the law, remain very confident that the justices will fulfill their statutory responsibility based on the law and weight of evidence. As such, Labour Party did not need any threat to secure the delivery of substantive justice. It is increasingly evident that the ruling party is afraid of its shadow and the truth, and it is as busy fabricating and labeling the Labour Party to curry imaginary favor. The discerning public should disregard this dubious label of Labour Party because they know who is panicking and trying to create anarchy in the land to remain in power at all costs. We therefore wish to reiterate our belief in the sanctity of our jurisprudence and expect that justice will be served based on nothing short of what the Constitution and extant law says, and not via the true mechanism or devious acts of the ruling party that is desperate to cling to power without the people's mandate. Yeah, there's a rumor stating that a Labour Party, brought out the judges' children, and the judges that if the judgment does not go in the Labour Party's favor, they are threatening them and all of that. I think that is the essence of this response from the Labour Party, that there nothing of such. That in the recent, this is the APC that is trying to make sure that they go to Niger. They are the one pushing for this war and all of that. When they see that it's not going to work, just imagine Fani Kayode, who was championing and urging Tinubu to go to Niger. All of a sudden, he made a U-turn. So these are the same people who will come out and be saying and be accusing other people. Well, Labour Party should trend slowly and rely on court judgments instead of involving herself in every government decisions. That is why they are called obedience. Okay, Tinubu's emergence as APC presidential candidate was a fraud. His election as president has been shrouded in controversy. His 3 months in office has literally brought Nigeria to international disrepute. President Tinubu should have a rethink. Let him appoint a seasoned career diplomat as his foreign minister to pilot Nigeria's affairs. Okay, that is a lie. The guy won. Shallow thinking, shallow write-up, and shallow response. I'm obedient, but this is a matter of national interest. I knew this from the very beginning, and I have been saying it. It will boomerang on him and bring total destruction upon Tinubu, because with all indications, Tinubu doesn't mean well for Nigeria and Nigerians. For this reason, God's judgment will fall upon quicker than anybody can imagine. Even the so-called men of God who are claiming they predicted Tinubu will win the election. Time will tell, and Almighty Lord will not allow this fraud to stand. Sooner or later, we will be vindicated. It is my suspicion that President Tinubu's call for war against Niger is not because he cares about democracy. It is about his ambition to cling onto power by all means, even if it means setting the entire country ablaze. The public should be wary of Tinubu's deadly ambition. A man who claimed that victory at the polls is served like chicken a la carte. You must snatch it by all means, grab it and run with it. Now we are witnessing the outcome of such mad desperation Tinubu wants to push Nigeria down a dangerous precipice, and some people are busy edging him on. Don't we realize that Tinubu is doing this for himself and not for Niger, not for the Nigerian people? Do we realize the implications of such a conflict on Nigeria and the sub-region in terms of both human loss and development? Do we think that attacking Niger will be as easy as it may sound? Let's get wind off our fantasy and childish excitement. What is not an ill wind that does no good to anyone. We must resist it. What has the Niger issue got to do with tribunal judges? Maybe you don't know. Go and check. It has a lot to do. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.